Howdy, welcome back to my channel on building out a DIY expedition camper. It's been quite a journey building out this DIY expedition camper. A lot of my photos and videos here are a bit out of date, a lot going on. Trying to get you guys caught up, but there's just a rush right now trying to get the camper done and ready for some road tripping. So getting close to that. There's a little bit of an update here on some of the shore power upgrades in this video, and then certainly some more upgrades coming up very soon. So thank you for watching and look forward to sharing more with you here in this video. So here's my auto eject button. Here's my auto eject shore power right now. I have it plugged in right here. I can just simply pull this out. You see the light go off to say I don't have power, and I can just simply flip this up. A little bit hard to do with one hand. You can see that right there is a 20 amp circuit, which I have all the way powered up here. So this will take a 15 or a 20 amp plug into it, but it's still good for the full 20 amps, regardless of which plug I put in there, because the wire's size enough for it. But now all they got to do is just simply plug that in there, and you can see that green light come right back on. That green light now indicating that I have power there. By the way, these cables here are all just some short jumper cables set up for some temporary stuff I've got going on. So now let's go ahead and start the engine, and you're going to see this thing shoot out, and that's the auto eject when we start the ignition. Here we go. You see that? All I do is put the key into basically the final position before starting, and it shoots that right out, and this goes to red saying, hey, you can't plug in. Drive right out. I don't have to worry about pulling this out of the wall, the ceiling, breaking something. Just automatically takes care of it. Now my inverter just go ahead and went to battery power. That's all it's doing right now. Instead of being charged by shore, when I come back into the garage or pull up to a campground or someone else's house or somewhere I've got a circuit available, I just plug right in there. And that's it. And don't worry about these extra wires here. They're just some temporary, some stuff that's still being wired up. So there you go. That's an easy way to go ahead and have now 3 shore power connections, one on each side of the vehicle and one also in the back. The benefit of doing this one on the auto eject is that I'm not going to see this one when I get in the vehicle. I just want to drive away by myself. The one on the other side, the driver's side, which is right by the driver's door there, I'm going to see that's connected. So that's why that one's a manual. Makes it really easy, and that's the higher powered one, because they're already expensive, and they only come in 15 or 20 amps. You get them at 30 amps, they go really expensive and all that. So that works really well. It's all weather tight, sealed up, and they all go into separate circuits. This one and the one on the other side each go into their own circuit on the inverter, so they can control each one and regulate each one down on average separately. In theory, I could actually even charge both. I'm not sure if the inverter will accept both at the same time, but I could have both plugged in at the same time, be fine, because they're not interconnected with each other. It can separate circuit breakers and at the inverter to manage it. And then my third one goes into a separate international shore power converter, and so that one will take any voltage. So I could use that here in the US at just standard 120 volts or 230 or 240 volts or even 208 volts. I could use it, of course, in Europe at 230, 240, 250, same in Asia, Africa, South America in a lot of ways, where those voltages are very common. And also I could use it 50 hertz in places like Europe or Asia, where that is also most common. So it doesn't really matter where I am in the world, I can always plug into shore power, which is great, because sometimes camped out in very rainy, snowy, cloudy weather somewhere for a little bit extended period of time, or if I have to go ahead and store it for a while, the great thing is any one of these 3 shore power connections will now keep the batteries charged, heating and air conditioning can run off it, the refrigeration. So I can park the vehicle as long as I need to, walk away, fly away, go do what I need to do, come back to it, and the battery system should be charged up. The heating and cooling I can keep operating. I can keep the refrigeration and freezer running, as well as anything else I want to keep running. And the other benefit is all of them now also provide an auxiliary power output to the starter battery. So they keep the starter battery trickle charged, which is really key. So I know that when I come back, whatever little phantom loads are on that starter battery, now it's going to be charged up too. So I can come back, I can be able to start that up, I can start the house batteries are going to be full and ready to go. Plus, of course, the solar on the roof also can charge all of them. It'll charge the house batteries, which then, of course, subsequently also provides a trickle charge to the starter battery. Now, if I need to, because the way I wired up my system, I have dual DC converters that go from 24 volt to 12 volt. So I can also at a higher rate instead of just a trickle charge. Charge now from my house batteries at 24 volt down to my starter battery at 12 volt, a far higher load. Or if I'm having a heavy winching operation, I can leverage the house batteries to help support that. And I also have the dual chargers that go from 12 volt to 24 volt. So for some reason or another, I am just operating the vehicle here and my main 24 volt alternator goes out, or I need extra power to charge the house batteries sooner because they've gotten really run down, I now can leverage both my 24 volt 150 amps at 24 volts, so that's 300 amps at 12 volts alternator to charge my house batteries very quickly, and also the factory alternator 180 amps at 12 volts to go ahead and now also charge my house batteries at a higher rate. And or also all of those to support winching operations, or the 24 volt big air compressor if I'm refilling up all the tires because I aired them way down. I want to get them aired back up much faster. I can keep that voltage really high to keep that air compressor running well. So it's got a lot of benefits in doing it this way. Plus I have redundancy. So if either system, 12 volt or 24 volt, for some reason a component fails, or I have to lock it out for maintenance or for some other issue, or have a DC to DC converter fail, I've got a second one already there. Whether it's a fuse that blew or the converter blew or something else, I've got a second one, its own separate fuse, its own separate wiring, already ready to go. So I've got full redundancy of those systems in addition to the added capacity of each. It's a really nice setup. It gives me the ability to charge at a higher rate in either direction, as well as having that redundancy, and all the way down to even my shore power connections. So that way, just from an ease of running cables around the camper, wherever I'm parked, I can get power easily where I need to go. Instead of having to carry big, long extension cords, I can carry really just one extension cord, and I know it should be able to reach because I can reach it from either side of the camper or also the back. So I can back in somewhere or come up to either side and be close to where that outlet is to be able to plug in. Really convenient, really simple. That's how I'm doing it.
And the auto-eject plug that I'm using is from Blue Sea Systems, and this is what it looks like right here. In the past, I've also used one from Cosmo Systems as well, and that's also worked out really well. And yes, there's a lot going on in this camper build. A lot of things have been completed and improved upon, and I'm getting ready to really take this out on its first road trip. But I want to share more with you very soon on my electric raising antenna platform, the slide-out entry deck, also with the electric stairs that go down, the really how do I kind of wire these electric actuators with really just a single and remote positive trigger, and also more of my spare tire carrier mount and electric hoist, and also the carrier that I have on there for Rotopacks and Max Tracks and things like that too. So thank you so much for watching, subscribing. Look forward to sharing more with you, upcoming videos very soon.